Most of the agents that I see that have been struggling or struggling struggle because they're going for free. So yes, there's free content out there. You can learn anything. You can piece together our process with the free content that we give you, or you could piece it together with free content. Here's the problem with free content. Free content typically doesn't give you everything, number one, but more importantly, and it's a mental thing, free content is devalued. When people pay, they pay attention. That's just a fact. The other challenge with free content is there's things that are missing. And if you don't have support with that free content, you're going to go make a bunch of mistakes you could have avoided. Now, with a good coach or a good mentor or trainer, you can take the content, get a direct path to the result because a good coach or a good trainer is going to give you a direct path so you don't have to do all this and make all these mistakes. You're going straight to the source. You're getting all of the information, you're getting their best, and they're giving you the step by step. Case in point, in our trainings, we give you what to do. You can totally do it. We've had people come back and say, we spent $3,000 to $4,000 doing what you told us to do, and it didn't work. And they did exactly, well, I'm sorry, they didn't do exactly. They did what we told them to do. But what they didn't understand was the nuances in between. And was that intentional? Yes and no. One, the hundreds of thousands of dollars that have been invested and the countless hours of time and headache and burned relationships and broken relationships and time spent away from loved ones and family and friends is not going to be given for free. I'd be an idiot. We'd be an idiot if we did that. If we just gave all our stuff out for free. That's just not how it works. You wouldn't go to an Ivy League school or go get your MBA and expect it for free when what we have been teaching and proven that if you implement what we show you, you implement the process that we put in place, you'll earn back more than you would getting an MBA. Total side note. But again, when people pay, they pay attention. And when you're paying for a good training, a good mentor, they're going to give you everything you need to get a result. The free information online, the purpose of the free is to consume more information. So this is what happens. You have person A, which is a freebie seeker, and they're always looking for free information. They have no skin in the game. They don't believe they're worth the investment. They don't believe in investing in themselves. So they keep consuming for free and consuming for free and pulling information, and they never act. Or they do act and they don't get an expected result, so they fall off. Versus paid information. You get the step by step, you follow the instruction, you avoid the pitfalls, you get support, you have the help you need, you get the result faster. I can bet that there is not one person out there that would take free information and beat out someone that has paid information if they're all doing in the same direction. Because with the free information, you don't know what you don't know, so you don't even know what to look for or how to implement it. Versus when you purchase information and you invest in yourself, because that's what you're doing. You're investing in your education, you're investing in yourself. Now, you avoid pitfalls. You find out mistakes that you wouldn't have imagined making, but now you know not to make those. So when I hear agents struggling and I'm on calls with them and they're like, yeah, well, I watched your webinar like 6 times and I got really good information, and it is amazing information. Thank you. But the problem is you don't have all of the information, because if we were that gracious to give you all of the information, it would be hours that were on there. And the biggest complaint folks get, especially the freebie seekers, is I'm busy, I got stuff to do. Can you hurry it up? See the cyclical thing there? But nonetheless, free information is great. We're going to continue to provide free information, and there's actionable steps within there. But if you really want to learn how to do something and you are in a situation where you're learning or you're listening to somebody that is really good at what they do or the best at what they do, such as ourselves, then I would highly recommend, and this is not, you never have to deal with us if you don't want to. You don't ever have to buy anything from me. I'm just speaking this in general. Whatever your thing is, invest in a mentor, invest in training, quality training with support that will help you accomplish your goal. What is your goal? That's the first thing you need to figure out. Then why am I going to take this training? Find somebody that can show you the path, unless you like wasting your time. I like straight lines, quick and fast. I don't want to make the mistakes. I spent 30 to 40 years doing that. No longer want to do it. I will pay for access to get me where I want to go faster. That is because I will do that. That is what I recommend, because that has gotten me ridiculously ahead of everybody, leaps and bounds, while they're still trying to figure out freebie, trying to figure this out. I'm already 10 steps ahead, and we'll continue. And that's what we help you do with new construction and luxury new construction. So if you're running around, you're tired of sitting on webinars, even if there are webinars, and yes, they're valuable. If you're tired of that, you're like, you know what, I just want to get some results. I don't have 6, 9, 12 months to figure this out on my own. Let's have a conversation. We do have an event coming up in April. In 3 days, we can promise that you will have your entire new construction and luxury new construction campaigns set up. You will set up everything. We will help you step by step, walk through everything. You'll accomplish more in those 3 days than you've accomplished in the entire year of 2024 as far as marketing. And you're going to have a light bulb moment when you actually understand marketing and how it's transferable to any other portion of your business. So we're not cheap. I'll tell you that now. If you are cheap, or if you're broke, or you're not willing to bet on yourself, and you don't want consistent income, if you don't want your spouse to actually be proud of you and realize that you can make this work, if you don't want your kids to say, oh, we can actually have that, or your grandkids, if you don't want to get that investment property that you've been talking about forever but never had the money to, if you don't want to reach top producer status in your brokerage, if you don't want to win, and if you don't want other agents to ask you, what are you doing? Like, I'm struggling, how are you doing this? Then we're not for you. But if you do, let's have a conversation.